Built in the late 13th century, this is the only medieval fortified bridge in the UK to still have its gatehouse intact. Oh yes. Find out where it is and why it was particularly unfit for purpose in just a moment. On today's show, we're offering a couple of committed country lovers the chance to escape the city for good. There are incredible sights. Look at the view.
Wow, what a view.
That's amazing.
And the right sort of sounds.
Oh.
Wow. Oh, wow.
Wow.
Wow. Blimey.
Oh.
My word.
Wow.
Today we're in Monmouthshire, and this is the Mono Bridge. In 1297, it was Edward I who gave the townsfolk of Monmouth permission to build this splendid structure to defend themselves. Little knowing that 100 feet upstream, there's a perfectly passable crossing by foot, which was exactly the route that Civil War soldiers took 350 years later when they attacked the town. Still, you can't win them all, although Monmouthshire itself does score notable victories elsewhere. Take a look. Monmouthshire is bordered by the Welsh county of Powys to the north and the English counties of Herefordshire and Gloucestershire to the east. The ancient county was much larger, incorporating many of the Welsh principal areas to the west, including Torfaen and Newport. It's an area of great geographical diversity and awe-inspiring scenery. Lying to the north of Monmouthshire and rising to a height of 2,000 feet are the Black Mountains, part of the much larger Brecon Beacons National Park. Straddling the border with England in the east is the meandering Wye Valley, an area of outstanding natural beauty. It's a county rich in history, from the eerie monastic ruins of Tintern Abbey and the imposing Chepstow Castle, which sits on the bank of the River Wye, to the town of Monmouth, which has one of the finest Georgian shire halls in Wales. It's not hard to see why this county appeals to those seeking the perfect rural escape. When it comes to property shopping in Wales, Monmouthshire is the most expensive county, largely due to its proximity to commuter towns like Bristol, Cardiff, and of course Newport. However, don't let that put you off, because the average price for a detached house here is £234,000, which is £23,000 less than the national figure. And if you go to the north, to the border with Powys, your money goes even further, 20% further, according to local estate agents. So what are our couple today going to do with their property pound? Let's meet them and find out. Pete and Dawn, who are both in their 30s, currently live in Bristol in a 3-bedroom terraced house with their puppy, Jenny. They've only been here for a year, but they quickly realised that it's not the place for them.
I think the area doesn't really provide the outdoor space that we're requiring, and also it's very built up as a city would be, and we just don't have that outdoor space. We don't have the off-street parking, which is a major issue.
Yeah, and not so much privacy as well, because the neighbours are very there.
Welsh-born Dawn is a solicitor, and Pete, who's from Somerset, works as a broadcast sales manager. They met through an online dating agency.
We've been married 6 months, so we got married at Christmas, 20th of December, so Christmas wedding. And it's going well so far. Do you think?
Yeah, of course I do. Why did you say that with a question mark? It's going well.
But at least there's no doubt about where they want to live.
I think we're definitely both rural people. We were both brought up in the country, and we've obviously been in the city for a little while now. So, but we're definitely rural people at heart.
Well, I was born over in the Wye Valley in Monmouthshire, so I'm used to the countryside. My uncle's got a farm in the Wye Valley, so I go up there quite a bit when I was younger. Not so much now. I'm over here, but yeah, we do like the countryside.
And Monmouthshire is the perfect place for Pete to indulge his passions.
I think when we moved to Monmouthshire, the things I'm really looking forward to are certainly the cycling. So I mean, I'm a very keen road cyclist, and the countryside in Monmouthshire is great. It's very hilly. It's great terrain for riding. I think it's also having the the outdoor space as well, to take our dog Jenny for walks and for us to go for more walks and just have the space really that we don't have at the moment.
And there's another pressing reason why now is the right time to move.
Pete's talking about babies.
So we...
So it being, a bit more space for a family.
Yeah, so we are looking at starting a family as well. So starting a family, we don't really want to have a family in the location that we're in.
Despite living in the city, Pete is already getting into the country spirit.
Yeah, well, he bought a tweed jacket the other day, and now he's going, oh, I need another one. Oh, ooh, ooh.
I like my country tweed, I must say, I do.
So all that's left to find out is how much money is financing this new start in Monmouthshire.
The budget for the move is £450,000, but we can increase that slightly if the right property comes along.
Dawn would like to be close to her parents in Chepstow and her work in Bristol, so we're concentrating our property search in the south of the ancient county. I met up with them in Monmouthshire to find out what they want from their new home. Morning, guys.
Morning.
Welcome to Monmouthshire.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, you're actually from Monmouthshire, aren't you?
I am. I'm from Chepstow.
Ah, so do you still have folks there?
Yes, my mum and dad and gran are down here. My brother's just moved back home. And
so
I've got an uncle in the Wye Valley as well.
Oh, it's a gathering of the clans.
Indeed, yeah.
Do you know what you're getting into, Pete?
No, I don't think so, really.
You're not from these parts?
No, I'm not. I'm from Somerset.
Oh, so not so very far away.
Not too far, no.
What are you looking for in terms of the house?
The key things we're looking for is certainly a nice big farmhouse kitchen. I guess a reasonably detached property, done with like 4 bedrooms. I don't mind 3. There's only us 2.
What about land? I hear this is a bit of a contentious point between the two of you.
Yes.
Yes.
Pete would like about 7 acres.
7 acres?
And I would like about half an acre.
I think I've always had this idea of having a small holding, I guess, but a very small holding. So a few animals, a few pigs, a few chickens and sheep and things. But I mean, it's not urgent. And I think as long as we have the potential to maybe purchase some land in the near future, it's not an absolute requirement.
So you want a postage stamp with a guinea pig, and he wants 7 acres with
I think so.
Pretty much. I mean, I think we've compromised on as long as we've got a good bit of outdoor space, then that's absolutely fine, I think.
What about period? Are you fussed about how old the house is?
I'm probably more flexible again than Pete.
Yeah, I'm pretty set in my ways on
We
having
like some character.
character property.
What do you want then? See, he's going to be the problem, isn't he?
Yes.
I am, yeah. I mean, certainly I just want a character property. I don't like modern houses in any way.
I don't mind. I'm not so fussy. As long as it's, I don't know, as long as it's just right. I'm not fussy.
Sounds easy to please.
That's easy.
You'll see this later.
Tell me your budget again.
So budget's 450, 460, but we can stretch to a little more if need be.
We love that. We love stretching budgets. Good. Well, we've got lovely houses lined up. I hope that you like them, or at least one of them. Come with me.
Great,
Great,
thanks.
For a budget of £450,000, but with room to go higher, Pete would prefer a detached, older house with character. It should have a large farmhouse kitchen and a minimum of 3 bedrooms to accommodate their plans for a family. Pete would also like up to 7 acres of land for a small holding, although this isn't a deal breaker. And they'd like their property to be in a quiet location and not too overlooked by neighbours. We've lined up 3 suitably wonderful properties for Pete and Dawn to cast their eye over, and I'll be asking them to guess the price of each at the end of the viewing. Our final property, the Mystery House, could challenge Pete's farming ambitions. For our first house, we're heading to the small village of Redwick, a short distance from the Severn Estuary. Although just inside the principal area of Newport, it's still within the historic county of Monmouthshire. The nearby village of Magor is a larger settlement with a variety of shops and eating establishments arranged around a pretty village square and an impressive parish church. Property number 1 is just a few hundred yards from the coast. Here we are, house number 1.
Oh,
Wow.
it's nice.
Looks like a good size. I must say the grey pebble dash isn't probably something we go for, but that can always be changed
Yeah, that
and
can come off.
painted. Yeah, that's not.
I like
end
the
of world.
porch. You've got a little entranceway.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
It's actually quite an old property. The oldest parts go back about 200 years, but it's been extended in sort of different ways.
Right.
And the present owners sort of took it in hand and brought the insides all up to date.
We're never scared of a bit of work to improve the any property.
Good, so it's a
Nice.
contender.
Yes, it's nice on the
Good
outside.
start so far, yes.
Let's look inside.
Great.
Perfect.
A positive start to our first house tour, and I'm sure the modernised, if slightly unconventional layout will appeal to our buyers' tastes. Come on in through the new porch
Right.
into the front room.
It's nice. Yeah, it's a good size.
Very good size. Very good size. I like the fact that there's a separate porch before walking straight into the living room.
Yeah, neutral colours, so that's good.
Yeah, yeah.
New windows, new floor. I mean, pretty much everything inside is new. They isn't it?
Yeah.
Hopefully be a separate dining room or something downstairs.
Sounds like a little hesitation in
Yes.
your voice.
Yes.
Is that it, that you're worried about the size?
Well, I'll wait to see the rest of it and then we'll go from there.
Well, let's do that.
Okay.
Well, you wanted a separate dining area. Here it is.
Oh, great.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
With the log burner as well.
Oh, yeah, that's nice.
Oh, very nice. I guess it's used as dining area, come sitting area at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, the thing about this house is there's lots of options. As we go around, you'll be saying, oh, I could do this. So you can kind of rezone it according to how you use the house.
I probably would want to knock down that wall maybe and open it right up. You'll probably lose some kitchen cupboards, but
Yeah.
if it's slightly more open, I think that
Yeah.
would suit us.
Let's have a look at the kitchen. You can see
Okay.
whether it'd be worth it.
Oh, I see.
yes.
Okay. Yes, I see. I see.
I like the kitchen.
You like it?
It's probably not big enough for Pete, but
No, it's nice. It's a good size, but no, it's not quite the size I was hoping for. I think knocking through this wall here would give us that large kitchen and dining room.
What you could do is you could have this as a big sort of working island.
yeah, that
Yes,
would be
yes,
ideal.
That would be. I like the idea about that. Actually, that's a good
Yeah.
idea.
I'll charge you. I'll send you an invoice.
Thanks.
As well as the kitchen, there's also a spacious utility room off the dining room, which, as well as providing space for the white goods, could be reconfigured to offer further living accommodation. Upstairs, there are 4 bedrooms, all serviced by 1 family bathroom. There's a large double with original fireplace, ideal as a guest room, and 2 smaller bedrooms, one of which is currently a study. But I want to show Pete and Dawn the master. This room is being used as the master bedroom because of these great views. You've got the views over the fields.
Yes,
Oh, yes.
lovely, lovely.
In fact, actually, in the horizon, you can see that's England. That's Portishead.
Oh.
Very nice room.
Yeah, it's a really good size actually for a cottage size as well. That's the
Exactly.
key. It's,
Yeah,
it's
original
very-
fireplace.
Yes, yes, do like that.
And are you sort of? Some people love massive bedrooms. Are you happy with a sort of modest-sized bedroom?
I will need a dressing room. Yes, and for the shoes mainly.
Ah, very
Yeah,
good.
I got a bit of a shoe
I'm
habit.
getting a picture.
So it likes a large bedroom with
Full of shoes.
Yeah, exactly.
I will let you explore this at your leisure, but I want to show you the outside.
Okay.
Outside, the gardens are laid extensively to lawn, with vegetable plots and numerous outbuildings, including a shed, machinery store and greenhouse. Now, the back is also, I think, ripe for redevelopment. You can see you've got lots of outbuildings.
Yes. Yeah, it's
Yes.
a lovely space actually. A lot of space.
This is approximately maybe just shy of an acre, so it's not 7 acres.
Yeah.
No, but it's. I think it's realistic. I think when I say 7 acres, I think I'm probably looking.
At one.
Yeah.
I like it
Dawn's
how it's
telling me
divided
why.
up though, because you've got the garden as such in the front.
Yeah.
And then you've got this area to do greenery and veggies and animals, and then you have got a back lawn as well to
Which is
work
very
with,
spacious
which is nice.
still as well. So I think there's the garden area plus also the land as well. Almost you could have it like that. So I think the size is probably more what we're looking for than the 7 acres or so that I'm suggesting.
So how much do you think it's on the market for?
I would say £425,000.
Oh right, okay. Well, I'm completely different. I'm going for 480,000.
Ah, right. OK, well, you are closer. It's on the market for 470,000.
Oh,
Okay.
So it's in your budget.
Yeah.
Near the
Yes.
top.
Absolutely.
I think you've got to bear in mind where it is. It's on the commuter
Yes,
belt.
yeah.
think about that figure as you go inside and have a look around, because upstairs and downstairs there are things I think you could reconfigure, and also outside.
Yeah.
So you hop in and have a look round.
Okay,
and
thank
I'll meet
you.
you at the front.
Great, thanks.
a lot.
On the market for £470,000, our first house is a detached family home which has been renovated in the last 5 years. The accommodation includes a large lounge and additional sitting room with the option to knock through to the kitchen. It comes with 4 bedrooms and there are original fireplaces throughout the house. The property is set in 1 acre of land and is close to a thriving village and good transport links.
I think overall the property has a lot of potential. I love the outdoor space. I think it's fantastic. I think the house inside really has a lot of potential as well. It's a really good size. I think after a little bit of work, I really can see us living here. I think obviously we'll have to have a further chat about it, but I really do like the area and the house and the land as a whole, so thumbs up.
I think the house is probably a little bit small, a kitchen a little bit small for what I'm after, probably not for me.
All done inside?
Yeah?
Lots of good ideas?
Yes.
Yes, absolutely, yes.
Yeah.
Well, put them on hold because we've got another house.
Okay,
Perfect.
great.
Tucked away, surrounded by fields and close to the border with England, is the small and peaceful Monmouthshire village of Trellick. Looking at it now, it's hard to imagine that around 700 years ago, Trellick was one of the largest and most important medieval towns in Wales. Today, it's the scene of a major archaeological dig. Pete and Dawn are keen to find out more about Monmouthshire's history, so we sent them to a field just outside the present-day village to meet the archaeologist responsible for the project, Stuart Wilson. Stuart's dig has revealed a far larger footprint of the medieval town than was previously thought.
So why did you start digging here?
Well, in 2002, I was invited up to another field to dig, and very, very quickly we found a building. And then we dug there for a couple of years, and then this field actually came up for auction. And I thought it'd be a wonderful opportunity to buy a field and dig it, to prove for once and for all that the town was here, and actually prove the academics wrong, where they thought it was actually in the village, and where it wasn't. It's actually here, and now we've got it.
Wow.
So you proved them wrong.
Yes.
And you brought this field yourself?
Yes, I bought this field myself, yes. But there's only one of many fields in this area which should have medieval buildings in.
Medieval Trellick was established by a family of Anglo-Norman lords in the 13th century to supply their army with iron, which was mined locally. The archaeological discoveries suggest it was a bustling and prosperous industrial centre and had a population of around 10,000 people.
Here we have our fortified manor house. We've got a main hall along here, entrances leading off to the main road, and I have a little picture here of what it used to look like. This was essentially like a ministerial building to organise the town. It was a very large and important and imposing building, and shows the wealth of the town at the time.
As well as the evidence of buildings, Stuart and his team have uncovered a wealth of material from the medieval period.
This is actually part of a medieval flower pot. Now, medieval flower pots are extremely rare. This is the first one to be found in Wales.
Oh, crikey.
Also, very nice, we don't normally get it, is a complete, or nearly complete, medieval jug. We know that the potter was a right-handed potter because it's actually quite thin, just here, and Bo was on this side.
Oh, I
so his
see.
hand was this way
Oh,
when
I
he formed
see.
it. But we're finding things all the time, and this is just a small selection. And pottery, bone, iron slag, metalwork, glasswork is all coming up all the time, and it's a really fascinating site.
Stuart believes it will take another 75 years to dig this field alone, so plenty of time for Pete and Dawn to return and perhaps lend a hand. And with that in mind, it's time to get back to the house hunt to see if we can unearth a hidden gem. For our second property, we're travelling to the hamlet of Carmarthen in the Afon Fluid Valley. We're hopping over the border into the principal area of Torfaen, but we're still within the ancient county of Monmouthshire. Nearby Abersachen was once home to a thriving ironworks. Today, it's a busy village with a range of shops and 2 schools. And house number 2 is just a mile and a half up the road. Here we are, house number 2.
Blimey.
All of it.
Yeah. Wow.
Wow, it's not small, is it?
Here you get a better view of it.
Wow.
Wow.
It's big.
Very impressive.
Yeah.
Very impressive.
This property is all about the location, really,
Yeah.
because we're a bit further away. It's about an hour to Bristol,
Okay.
near Pontypool. But look at your own valley.
Wow.
Amazing, really. Absolutely amazing.
Very nice.
You've got a river that runs down the bottom of your garden, which we'll
Wow.
explore in a bit, and
Yeah.
this wonderful old Welsh longhouse.
Yeah.
Wonderfully impressive, actually, isn't it?
It's very peaceful.
So you're in a hamlet of 7 dwellings. So you've got neighbours, but you're also out in the countryside.
Yeah.
And a bit of history as well. This is a 16th century Welsh farmhouse.
Wow.
It was originally a pig farm.
Right by the river. The sound of the river is
No.
actually really...
We don't need to see the house, we're taking it.
Well, I'm actually going to show you something before I show you the house. So we'll bracket the house for a second, but come with me.
Okay.
So this is part of your garden up to the fence here, and you have exclusive fishing rights down this stretch of the river.
Wow.
And as you can see, it's a great
Yeah.
fishing river.
Incredible, really, yeah.
That's lovely.
Now, Pete, we were thinking about you when we selected this property because you wanted some land.
Yes, yes.
As it stands, the house comes with this land, so up to the fence.
Okay.
But the owners are also offering this field,
Oh, wow.
about 3 acres.
Blimey, wonderful.
But it is it's an ideal place to sort of have some animals,
Yes, yes.
some horses.
Yes.
You have a lot more than just a chicken here. Now, the present owners have lived here since 1978.
Wow.
They've sort of made it their own, and I think you probably want to put your mark on it.
Of course, yeah.
Will it be the house for you?
Let's find out.
The current owners have lived in this house since before Pete and Dawn were born. And although compared to our first property, it's not as modern inside, this is truly a unique find. Come on in.
Very nice.
Oh, wow.
We've moved from nice to wow.
I like the beams. I like the England fireplace.
Yeah. It's got a more homelier feel than the first property.
Yeah.
Lovely thick walls as well.
Extremely thick.
Very thick walls, yeah.
There'd be no knocking these ones through. Well, as the name suggests, it's a longhouse, so it's a series of rooms off this.
Okay.
As we work our way through the house, we pass a formal dining room with another exposed stone fireplace. So come into the kitchen.
Oh,
Very nice.
very nice.
Yeah. I like the size. Very good size.
Is very good. I love the deep walls again, the really thick walls. That's
Oh.
lovely, lovely big range as well. Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
In terms of the size, is this sort of what you were hoping for?
I think it's very workable. There's certainly room to sort of entertain in here as well as to cook as well.
I think it's fine.
Yeah.
You've got a beautiful walk-in pantry, which is great for a cook, I think.
Right.
Proper larder. And at the end, there's a very large boot room, and then through there, it's a sort of shower bathroom, really. It's got a toilet and downstairs shower.
Thumbs up so far.
Well, I'll let you explore the other rooms later, but let's look upstairs.
Great.
Pete and Dawn seem charmed by this house. The downstairs tour could not have gone any better. Let's hope we continue in the same vein upstairs. There are 3 other bedrooms along the landing, but this is the master.
Yes.
Oh wow, good size.
Good
size.
size. I like the beams again.
Yeah.
And, this is very exciting, through that door is not just any old ensuite, but a jacuzzi bath, a shower, and, wait for it, it was the 70s after all, a sauna.
Wow, really?
Oh my goodness, I already saw it.
Definitely sold now.
That's cool, isn't it, having an upstairs sauna?
Yeah.
Wow, that is impressive.
You've got a very, very 1970s family bathroom which you can explore at your own pleasure.
Perfect. We'll look
But
forward to
3
that.
really good-sized rooms as well as this one, so...
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So 4 good-sized rooms, 4 workable rooms, which is what you wanted.
Yeah, it is what I wanted.
That's the inside of the historic house. And it seems to be all right,
Yes.
more than all right.
Yes, we like it.
We do like it.
But there are some additions outside, which I'm very excited to show you.
Oh my.
Okay.
As well as the river running through it, the grounds also include a barbecue area and a garage currently being used for storage. Another building houses a gym, which could be converted to an office, and there's a further surprise just around this corner. Chuckles all round.
Yeah. I wasn't expecting that.
No, I bet you weren't.
No,
Swimming
not
pool.
at all. My word.
Wow.
That is
Yeah.
something.
That's nice.
That's incredible, actually. Yeah, well,
And
that's
you've got a hot tub.
And a hot tub.
overlooking the river, overlooking the view. I'm speechless, really. That's incredible.
Yeah,
Well, if you were thinking of having a family, you would be the #1 top parents to come and visit.
definitely.
We really would, yeah.
And I
yeah.
can see the parents enjoying a glass of wine or two out here.
What a
in the
great
evenings.
place to entertain, really, though, isn't it? What a
Yeah.
great place.
Fabulous.
How much do you think it is?
I say 495.
I'm going to say quite a bit over. I'm going to say 510.
So this property, including the just shy of 3-acre paddock there, and all the outbuildings and the house, is on the market for £480,000.
Wow.
Ah.
Blimey. Wow.
Interesting.
Very interesting. Certainly given us something to...
I quite
Think
like a
about.
pool.
Well, there's more to explore up there, so you might want to just have a little toddle up there,
Okay.
Wow.
and I will see you at the front.
Will do. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks.
That is a good response to a unique and I think rather wonderful property. Our second house, priced at £480,000, is a traditional Welsh longhouse, thought to have origins dating back to the 16th century. The accommodation includes a spacious living room with stone fireplace and a farmhouse kitchen. As well as the 4 bedrooms, the property comes with a swimming pool, gym and sauna. The house occupies a private spot next to a peaceful river, and included in the price is a 3-acre paddock.
The amount of surprises this house has to offer is incredible. I think every room we went into, every building we went to outside was fantastic, my only words. I mean, wonderful property, really, really wonderful. Lot of potential, a lot to offer, really. So yeah, very exciting.
I think this house brings the best of both worlds. Pete has his outdoor space that he wants, a nice kitchen. I'll have plenty of room to do some pottering in the garden, and a swimming pool at the top is just an added bonus. The only thing that concerns me slightly would be the commute to work over in Bristol, and also it's slightly further from my mum and dad, which I was expecting. I can definitely see Pete and I living here and starting a family. We may even look to get another puppy or 2.
I think this could be just the house then. They could put their mark on it. There's a nice young family up the hill, so they'd have a bit of community. I think this is the one. I've made my mind up.
Yes, it's pretty ideal, actually.
Very impressive indeed.
Good
Very
end to the day, because that's it for today.
Spectacular.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's rest and prepare for tomorrow.
Great.
It's day 2 of our property hunt here in Monmouthshire, and on a budget of £450,000, we're helping Bristol-based Pete and Dawn find rural peace in South Wales. Still to come, our mystery house cooks up a storm,
Oh, I like the kitchen. Very nice.
and I metamorphosize into a butterfly collector. Oh, there's one. That's beautiful. Butterfly. I like to think I'm a pretty good judge of people's characters, sometimes even of their taste. But yesterday afternoon I got it so wrong because I was convinced that Dawn was going to hate the decor of that house. And she loved it. She even wanted to keep the 1970s bathroom. So the mystery house, well, it could go either way. Pete's going to be disappointed about the land, that much I know. But they are both going to be wowed by the view. For our mystery house, we're heading east into present-day Monmouthshire and to the popular village of Trellick, which Pete and Dawn now know well from their archaeological adventures earlier in the week. The village has an award-winning pub serving real ales, a medieval church and a primary school. With our mystery property, it's all about the house and the location. There's very little land on offer here, but the view alone should help Pete forget about his farming ambitions.
Oh.
Wow, very nice.
Oh, that's the noise we want from the Mystery House. Ooh, it's nice. Look at this. Before we look at the house, look at the view.
Wow, what a view.
That's amazing.
Crikey, that's impressive.
And where are we looking now?
This is the Usk Valley.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
So we're a bit closer to Bristol. It's about 35, 40 minutes to Bristol.
Right.
Okay.
25 minutes to Chepstow. The twist with this property is there is really no land.
Right.
Oh, okay.
So this is one for you.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't mind that at all.
Because pretty much this is your garden.
Right.
Yeah.
So there's the compromise.
There is the compromise. Looking at the house, we've got a historic workers' cottage, really. 1780 it was built, the front here, just a simple 2-up, 2-down cottage.
Right, right.
But it's been extended twice, so 1995 once, and then again 2008, a very nice extension at the back.
Great. Yeah, it looks very quaint, doesn't it? Very
Yes.
quaint, cute cottage.
Yeah.
Let's look inside.
Great.
It's a thumbs up for location and style of property from Pete and Dawn. I hope the cottage's combination of modern decor and character features will also appeal to our young professionals. Come in. Straight into the old part of the house.
Oh, it's very nice. I like the size of the kitchen.
Oh, I like the kitchen. Very nice.
This
Very nice.
this would have been the entire floor plan of the original cottage.
Oh, wow. Wow, okay.
They were small, the cottages.
Yeah.
You see, this is the actually original staircase. It's actually a false staircase, it doesn't go anywhere.
Oh, that's
Oh,
impressive.
okay. I think this is probably your perfect kitchen, isn't it, Pete?
This is actually the best kitchen we've seen so far. Yeah, absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt. Do you like it?
Yes. Yeah, I do.
Good.
Let's go and look at the new bit then.
Okay.
Great.
This was put on in 1995,
Right.
Oh.
so a change of gear.
Oh.
Yes, it's more modern.
Very, very.
Yeah.
Much more modern. You've got this sort of like limestone floor, but lots of the details, so the lovely oak lintel,
Yeah, that's very nice.
deep bow window.
Yeah, yeah, very nice. It's very clean, isn't it?
Yeah.
It looks very finished, I think.
I felt that your enthusiasm dipped somewhat.
Yes. I would have preferred the country cottage theme to come through, I suppose, but it's an extension, I suppose.
Yeah,
But,
yeah.
What would
the size is still good.
What would make the country cottage continue for you?
I don't know, the edges are just too clean cut.
Oh, I see.
Maybe some beams, like in property number 2. Just a bit more character, I suppose.
This is another addition, and this does continue the kind of country theme a little more.
Okay.
Great, okay.
Because this is the new extension, and here I think they have kept the country feel with all the
Oh, right.
Yeah.
green oak.
Yeah, all the wood.
Definitely.
That looks nice.
Again,
Yeah.
it's very light and airy in here.
This is a green oak extension,
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
right. Oh, okay.
so it's they're sort of
Eco-friendly.
eco-friendly,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it's actually beautifully built. You see it more clearly upstairs, actually, so let's hop
Okay.
up there.
Great, okay.
There are 3 bedrooms upstairs, 1 fewer than in our previous properties. They're all doubles, and 2 of those are in the older part of the house, built into the eaves with exposed beams. There's also a decent-sized family bathroom. The master suite is located in the extension at the back of the property. So this is the master bedroom, and this has that amazing, I think, rather lovely
Oh.
oak extension.
Oh, that's very nice.
The views are amazing.
The views are absolutely amazing, yeah.
The room is quite small.
Is that an ensuite I can see?
There's an ensuite shower, yes.
Okay, great,
Okay.
great.
Yeah.
Feels like you've kind of the shine has gone off this property for you.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know what it is.
It's too modern, I think, for you.
I think it's, yeah, I mean, I don't really mind the design of the house as long as I get the feel for it. But for some reason, I'm not getting the feel with this one.
Before Dawn completely writes it off, there's still the garden to see. And that's made up of a large enclosed lawn area at the front of the property, with a sizable parking space, a summer house, and that amazing view. Well, I feel that the house has not really grabbed you as I'd like it to have grabbed you.
The original part of the house is very quaint and cute, and I like that side of it. I don't like the extension so much, I have
Yeah,
to
I mean,
say.
it's certainly got its appeal.
How much do you think it's on the market for?
I'm going to say 440.
Oh, I was going to go higher at about 465.
Well, Views are obviously at a premium here because this is actually on the market for $485.
Oh, blimey.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. I mean, again, it's a lovely property. It's lovely views. Just not for us.
No.
Well, we can't win them all.
No.
Not every property has a hot tub, sauna,
No.
and a pool. Well, why don't you go back and have a little mosey round, and then
Okay.
I'll see you at the front.
Great,
Thank
thanks.
you.
Priced at £485,000, the Mystery House is the most expensive property we've seen. It's a workers' cottage dating to the 18th century, which has been extended and remodelled over the years. It comes with a large farmhouse kitchen and a more modern living room leading onto a green oak extension. There are 3 bedrooms upstairs, including the master suite. The property features a lawned garden with fantastic views over the Usk Valley.
Wonderful kitchen. I probably couldn't have hoped for a better kitchen. So very, very nice. Knowing there wasn't much land was obviously a bit of a down point.
I think the Mystery House is very quaint. It's a little bit smaller than what we're looking for. Beautiful location, but just not for us.
There you are. Admiring the view rather than the house.
Yes.
we are. It is wonderful.
Well, it's a beautiful way to end our little odyssey around Monmouthshire,
Absolutely.
but it is over.
Yes. Oh, thank you.
Sadly,
It's been great.
sadly, yes, but it has been fantastic. It's been very
Well,
enjoyable.
let's go find somewhere to collect our thoughts.
Okay.
Great.
Come with me. Although it might be a small county, Monmouthshire has a wide range of natural habitats, from the Black Mountains in the north to the woodlands of the Wye Valley. This diverse environment makes it an ideal home for a number of rare species of butterfly. But across the UK as a whole, the butterfly is under threat. And to find out how we can save our fluttering friends, I've come to an area of heathland near Trellick to meet Dr. Martin Anthony, who's been recording butterfly populations for over 40 years. How are our butterflies doing?
It's a bit of a sad tale. Something like 3/4 of British butterflies have declined in the last 10 years. A lot of the habitat has either disappeared because of development or more frequently because it's not managed properly.
Because you're the county recorder.
Yeah.
Does every county have one?
Yeah, there's a charity called Butterfly Conservation, which has built up a network of recorders for each county in Britain. It's great because they've now got millions and millions of records going back at least 50 years. And because butterflies can go through a complete life cycle in a year or sometimes just in a few months, they can see quite quickly when something's going wrong. You can then come up with action plans to try and improve the habitat.
To help halt the decline, this habitat has been cleared of trees and the heathland has been allowed to grow back naturally, making it a haven for the flying insect.
It's amazing, even a few years after it's been recreated, some of the specialist heather species have been recorded from here.
I mean, do you still catch them? What's the kind of etiquette with butterflies?
I catch them if I need to identify them, or there's a particular purpose, if I want a photograph of it or something like that.
It's a proper net.
Yeah, that's very, very soft if you feel that.
So that won't damage the butterfly.
So it's called a kite net. You get the butterfly to fly into the net and then twist it.
I see, yeah. By recording individual butterfly sightings over a period of weeks and months, Martin can build up a picture of how individual species are faring in this habitat. Oh, there's one. That's beautiful. But catching them is harder than it looks. Oh, too fast. Oh, there's one. Go on, go on, go on. Oh. Oh, so what have we got there?
That's a large white.
Oh, that's a large white.
You can see the club at the end of the antennae.
That's the difference between a moth and a butterfly.
Very good.
The butterfly has a club.
And the moth doesn't.
So what can we do to help the butterflies survive a bit more, have more of them?
It's not just having nectar sources for the adults or buddleia bushes in the garden. You need the food plant for the caterpillar. So a lot of the common butterflies might feed on nettles.
Oh, so we need our nettles.
Painted lady feeds on thistles. Meadow brown, the gatekeepers feed on grasses.
Well, sadly, I've got all of those in my garden at the moment. Gladly for the butterflies. Despite the overall decline in butterfly numbers, there is a glimmer of hope. According to a recent nationwide survey, the relatively hot summer of 2013 led to a boom in butterflies. But you can't rely on the British weather. Sensible management of areas like this one in Monmouthshire is key to the long-term future of this much-loved creature. At the beginning of the house hunt, it was an open field. Any one of those three houses could have been a great hit with Dawn and Pete, but it seems like house number 2 has leapt ahead, despite some quite heavy decor, I think. I'm going to take a punt and say that it's house number 2 that's leading the field.
I think that's probably fair to say. Yes.
Psychic abilities.
I think all round a better house, really.
And it had a
better
river
package.
as well.
It did have
And
a
a swimming pool.
The
a
swimming pool
sauna.
was an added
The list
bonus.
is almost endless of the things it
It had a
had.
lot.
Yeah.
Is there anything that worries you about it, or anything that you're unsure about?
I think probably the area we're slightly unsure. I mean, we don't really know the location very well, so I think that's certainly something we'll research before we revisit the property.
I think we'll do the drive, Bristol to the property, and see
Yeah,
how long
yeah.
that takes. And
On our
then-
way back for a second viewing, I think we definitely want to
Yeah.
probably look a bit deeper into the work we'd have to do to bring the interior up to how we'd like it to be.
Dawn was pretty keen on the interior as it stood.
On the bathroom, the blue
particularly the bathroom, yeah.
Yes. Me, not so much. But I think we'll probably take a builder, or Dawn's dad, over as well, and have a look.
Are you excited about it? I mean, has it become more real now that you've seen a house that you could...
Well, Dawn's been talking
Yeah.
about it all day.
Yeah, it's definitely the house that I've been looking for, with the kitchen
yeah.
and spare, living room, separate dining room. The outdoor area is amazing.
Yeah, the fact that it's got a good amount of land.
The hot tub.
The hot tub.
Barbecue area.
Yeah, it's endless, really.
Yeah.
The outbuildings are fantastic.
I love it. Dawn's going, oh, there's the swimming pool and the steam room, and you're looking at some land. don't forget some land as well. We've got a bit of land. Well, do let us know one way or t'other when you make your move.
Thank
will
you.
do.
Will
And it's
do.
been a real pleasure showing you around. Such enthusiasm.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Thank you very much.
Dawn and Pete's move is a bold one. They're young, and they're moving from a Bristol terrace to possibly a palatial country pad with a river, a swimming pool and a sauna upstairs. But I think if they do it and they overcome their hesitation about the location, it would be a great place to raise a family. Just imagine all those little Petes and Dawns running around the valleys. So I hope they do it, and I hope you join us next time for more Escape to the Country. If you'd like to escape to the country in Scotland, Northern Ireland, England, Wales, or even further afield to the continent, and would like our help, then please apply online at bbc.co.uk/be on a show.